I'm Liesl, and this week, we're surprising Derek. It's much earlier in the morning than I would like it to be on my day off, considering I'm awake. But I only have approximately 8 hours to carry out my ridiculous plan that will probably end up being a fail. But we're going to try it anyway. We are going to attempt to turn my apartment into Disneyland. So we've both been really busy, especially Derek has started student teaching, and this week he took over the classes. So he's teaching, so he's always making lesson plans and worksheets and things like that. Plus he's taking the praxis this week. So he's been really stressed and we've been really busy, and so he was like, "Oh, hon, I just don't think we're gonna have time to make a video this week." Little did he know I was already planning this. But because of the end of the 60th anniversary in Disneyland and the beginning of the Halloween season, there's been a lot of Disney depression and Disneyland separation anxiety in our house, which is why I decided to do this. Disclaimer: Disneyland magic cannot be fully or accurately recreated outside of Disneyland, but we're gonna try it anyway. The first item of business is to go to my mom's house where there is leftover mint julep from our wedding and probably also craft paints that I want to use. So I just got all the craft paints and everything from my parents' house, and my little brother slept through the whole thing. So there's that. But now it's off to Walmart for all of my baking and other crafting needs. So we just finished our Walmart trip. I say we, just me. Bought a ton of stuff, and the lady at the counter was like, "Oh, you having a birthday?" And I was like, "Sure, yeah, it's a birthday." "Nope, just a Tuesday. It's fine." Also, why are Mickey Mouse cookie cutters not a thing? Because I want those, and Disney runs the world, so how come they don't have things like that? Who's the president of Disney? Because I want to write them in for the presidential election. Anyway, off to another store to see if I can find frozen churros, see if that's a thing, because I tried to make them once and it didn't go well, so I'd rather just buy them and stick them in the oven. So we'll see how that goes. Update: Macy's does not have churros that you can buy frozen, but Mexican restaurants, I can buy churros from Del Taco. So I'll do that closer to when Derek's getting home. But Macy's does have the pineapple Dole Whips, so I'm gonna come back for Dole Whips. But I lost my Cinderella pin off my purse and I'm really sad about it because Cinderella's my favorite, and we looked everywhere for that pin for 3 days in Disneyland and they were sold out, and I had to get it the next time I went to Disneyland, and now it's gone. I have to take the pins off my purse because I lost my Peter Pan pin that way too. It's a terrible place for pins. You'd think I'd learn. Anyway, now I'm gonna go up the canyon and see if I can find a place where the leaves are changing colors that I can collect some leaves, because I want to create a fall time, like the Mickey Mouse flower patch that they have at the entrance of Disneyland. I want to try and kind of create something like that on our kitchen table. But flowers are expensive, so I'm gonna go collect leaves and sunflowers because sunflowers are everywhere right now. We'll see how this goes. We've had a slight delay in the plan. Derek just called me and he had a marker explode in his shirt pocket. So I have to take him a new shirt. So I've just finished collecting leaves and flowers for my Mickey floral arrangement. So I'm gonna go home and make the pretzel dough and leave it to rise while I take Derek a shirt. Hopefully this won't interfere with our plans too much. We're kind of on a tight schedule. So when Derek called me to tell me that he needed another shirt, he said to me, "I made a choice. I had a little accident." And I'm thinking, oh no, he's torn his pants, he's coming home, I'm not ready for him at all. Don't worry, he's staying at school. But he asked what I was doing and I was like, hunting Pokemons, which wasn't a total lie. I was up the canyon collecting leaves, and while I was there, I just so happened to win myself 2 gyms. It's fine, I've never won a gym in my life, but they were easy because they were out in the middle of nowhere where people don't go. Gonna get a lot of flack for this because I get mad at him whenever he tapes and drives. But he just called me and he's like, "I'm just gonna turn around and let you see what happened. So don't worry, I'm gonna do my very best to get a video for you of the pen that has exploded in his shirt. Hold please. Okay, turn around, let me see. What did you do? Baby! Oh. I've decided that while I was out and about dealing with the ink crisis that I would grab the Dole Whips and the churros now and just like keep them safe at home, and that way everything that I have to do out is done and I can start focusing on the house, which doesn't look Disneyland-ish at all yet. Who knew Del Taco was such a happening place? My poor Dole Whips are melting in the car. Okay, we're home from errands. Dole Whips are in the freezer. I'm about to wrap churros in tin foil so they stay warm. We have roughly 2.5 hours to finish making the jalapeno cream cheese pretzels. The dough's been rising for an hour. It looks good. And we also have to decorate the apartment. Like I said, I want to do like the floral arrangement on the kitchen table. Let me show you. So it's a mess right now, but I want to do like the Mickey head floral arrangement here. I'm gonna draw the train station on our chalkboard so it's like the entrance. And then I wanna do Main Street down this hallway, which will be an adventure. I bought poster board so that I can have a poster board on the walls with pictures of like the buildings. And then I wanna have a poster board of the castle on that window there so that when he walks down the hall, he's walking down Main Street. And I'm gonna hang twinkle lights from the ceiling. And hopefully that will help create the magic. We have a little less than 2 hours and all I've managed to do is make pretzels and this wreath that was supposed to look like Mickey that doesn't, that apparently doesn't let the door close. I broke the doorknob. If this is any indication of how the rest of this surprise is going, we're in pretty terrible shape. I have like a little over an hour before Derek gets home and I'm nowhere near ready. This is what I've done. A terrible castle because I was in a terrible hurry. There may not be a Main Street, it may just be twinkle lights. Oh. Well, this has been a disaster. Don't know if it's actually gonna work, but it's the thought that counts, right? So I just have to, Derek texted me, he's just entering grades and then he's coming home. So I have to hurry and go put on my costume, which I borrowed from my work. So keep us in mind for Halloween. If you reserve your Halloween costume during the month of September and mention the early bird special, you get 25% off. So keep archive costume in mind. I found a dress. I was trying to look like the 60th anniversary mini, so we'll see. And I've got to get the treats out onto the table and then he'll be home. I'm panicking. It's so lame. Like, if you saw our engagement video, go watch that because he did something that was better than this and now I feel stupid. But we'll see if I can get his reaction on camera. I'll show you what it looks like in just a minute. Okay, so we start with this Mickey wreath that doesn't look anything like Mickey that broke my door. We come in. You've got your Mickey floral, the Disneyland train station, down Main Street with the castle down at the end. And then we've got all our Disneyland favorites. Jalapeno cream cheese pretzels, pineapple Dole Whips, mint julep, churros, some new Disney puzzles, and our very own Astro Blasters. Don't mind the cat or the messy room. This is my 60th anniversary mini costume. You can see it. Oh, Derek should be home soon. I'm freaking out a little. We'll see how this goes. This is not a drill. I just got off the phone with Derek. He's 2 minutes away from home. I'm gonna do my very best to record his reaction for you.
What you doing? It's not stupid. No, it's not.
This is like Main Street down the hallway.
Painted that today. Weekend pretzels.
We can't go, so I wanted to bring it to you.
Why are you crying? It's not stupid. Why are you crying? There's no reason to cry.
Because I wanted it to be so good.
It is.
It was so great in my head, and now it's happening and it's lame, and I'm sorry.
It's not lame.
And I made us a YouTube video. Well, we we did it. Derek is home.
I had no idea.
I was afraid that he knew because he said things yesterday and this morning about wishing we could go to Disneyland, and I was sure that he had seen one of the Snapchats I had sent to Karina and was just pretending.
This was a 2-day event.
I've been planning it since yesterday.
I had no idea. Wow. You did it. You surprised me. That's hard to do.
And I fixed the door, I think.
No, it's still pretty loose.
I broke the door.
Just don't pull on
it. But it's okay. There were a lot of mishaps.
It's like the day that I proposed to you. There were a lot of mishaps that day.
I related that to this.
Great.
Because then I was like, because you proposed, and I told people to watch the video, and then I was like, this one is worse. So this didn't work out as well as the proposal.
It was great. And you cried because you thought it was stupid.
I did cry because I thought it was stupid.
It's not stupid. That's cute. My wife's the best. Sorry yours isn't as cool as mine.
Anyway, thanks for joining us for this surprise Derek video. Don't forget to like and share and follow us on all the social medias, including Pinterest, if you want to get all the recipes and inspiration for this surprise.
There's even more surprises. We have a Pinterest now.
We don't have a Pinterest. I have a Pinterest. That board you found of mine yesterday was planning for this.
Oh, I see.
So, if you look up Liesl Cope on Pinterest, it's my Disneyland Depression Anonymous board. Has all the recipes and inspiration for this surprise. But don't forget to follow Derek and Liesl on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And, of course, subscribe here on YouTube.
I'm glad I could see everyone. Well, I'm glad I could be in this video and talk to everyone for like 5 seconds.
They also all saw your ink stain.
Oh. Bye.
Where you belong, where you can dream aloud, your heart will follow. Get up and sing along. The moment's here and now. Inside